We are live. Hello.
Good morning.
Hello. Yes. Hi, everybody. It's Monday. Hi, Judy. It's good to see you.
Hi. I'm so happy you guys are doing well over there. It's what, 70s now?
I think so. It's beautiful out. We were outside yesterday and I was saying you'd never know that we had an ice apocalypse this last week.
Wow.
Crazy. Yeah, crazy. Crazy. Lots of lessons learned, lots of definitely understanding how to be better prepared. I think we were prepared in a lot of ways, but not, you don't think there's a lot of things you didn't think about. And this was a good way to understand, oh, there's ways I could have been better prepared for this. So
Yeah. Well, we're so grateful that you guys didn't lose power, like you specifically. I know so many of our loved ones did, but yeah, maybe give us some tips. Like what would be a way to be better prepared? What do you think would have helped?
well, I think having for us, we had food, but definitely having food that's non-perishable, like having a little more of that. We were actually pretty good, but you don't really consider, like with this kind of weather, there was so much power outage, there was water down, people weren't getting water. So having water on hand for us, it was snowing. So a lot of people just put snow in their bathtubs and stuff, because a lot of people had to pour stuff in the toilets to be able to flush it. It was quite an interesting,
Wow.
yeah, because there's things you don't really think about when you lose. And luckily, we did not lose our power. So, but we were stuck. You couldn't drive anywhere. I don't know. I know that my mom's husband, Ted, he has a truck, and he said, as soon as this is over, I'm trading it in for a four-wheel drive. Like, you don't think about when you live in a place that doesn't have this kind of weather, because they weren't clearing roads or anything. So you were
Yeah.
pretty stuck. And so it was quite an eye-opening experience. But I think what was so great is just how people just really pulled together. You had everybody looking out for each other, and lots of people in the neighborhoods, what can we do? How can we help? And
That's
so
awesome.
yeah, it definitely, everything else kind of stops. And
Yeah.
when you're in that just survival mode, like, what do you need? And so it was good.
Yeah, well, happy that all of our Texas loved ones are doing well and survived the snowpocalypse. Is that what they're
The
calling it?
snowpocalypse, yes. The snowpocalypse, absolutely, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, and it was funny because we had Robin and Kenna here from California. They happened to be here, so they got to experience the snowpocalypse too. It was funny
ooh.
because yesterday we were like, "So, why do you think God had you here? Like, what were we?" But it made it a lot more fun
Yeah, yeah.
to have
I
people
I
there.
love you all, but I'm kind of glad I wasn't there.
I
I thought
know.
about going at the same time Kenna and Robin were there, but I was telling my husband, I mean, I'm the type that I have to have a jacket under 70 degrees, so I would have been like not a happy camper.
Yes, yes.
So,
Yeah, it was. And there's still a lot of people now that are dealing with broken pipes because you couldn't, we were able to drip our pipes every night, but if you had no water. So there's a lot of broken pipes happening now. There's a lot of cleanup happening, lots of
mm,
cleanup happening. So,
wow.
but thank you for all your prayers for Texas, because we definitely felt them. And we know that there was a lot of people that got help. What I loved too is yesterday I was watching Troy Brewer. We watched his open door church, and it
Oh,
was
because
so
he's from
amazing.
Texas, right?
Oh
He's in
yeah,
Texas. Okay.
he was in it. There, he's up north from us, which was even colder
Oh,
up
man.
there. And it was really cool because they had a few of the churches in their little town that were open for people to come and stay, and
Hmm.
all the churches all helped. They were there. So it was just really cool, because I believe that part of this great awakening that we're in is also, where we're living in a higher consciousness of an understanding. And I don't think God wants there to be denominations. I don't think
Mm,
that he wants it to be separated like that. And what I
yeah.
loved about his message yesterday was that all these churches, everyone was talking to each other. If they didn't open up their area, they were over helping serve. There was food
Awesome.
banks. There was just every denomination. And that was really encouraging. I was like, yes, it's happening.
That's
It's
cool.
happening.
I
Yeah.
love
So
that.
that was super cool. Love him. Yeah. So there was a lot because up as you go up north, of course, it was even colder. But we had a couple nights where it was 7, 8 degrees. That we don't get
Oof.
that in Austin,
Mm-mm.
So yeah, so you've got to network and we'll see as things play out what exactly happened and where things were. But yeah, we're all here, and I'm excited because today Judy and I are going to talk a little bit about what we have coming up. And I feel like we plugged into a 5 day. Pete Vargas did a 5 day thing, and Dan really plugged in, so even more than I was able to this time. But we're very excited to jump in and share and learn and grow. So we have our spring coming up. Our spring is going to be coming up in about 4 or 5 weeks from now, which we'll be definitely talking more about. But one of the things that we wanted to talk to today to you guys was our interim coaching that we're going to do, because we realized that, in between, we wanted to have something for those of you who are plugged in and don't want to just kind of stop your momentum, because you get so much great momentum happening. And this past session was the first time that we offered a personal one-on-one coaching. And I can tell you right now, I know that the people that did that we're like, oh, wait, we got to keep going. We got to keep going with this. So that is where Judy has been working with people one-on-one in a more precise, like, kind of area. So I wanted to let her share, because we're actually going to be kicking that off this week. If anybody wants to jump in, you could jump in at any time. You don't have to have already done it. And for those of you who are doing it, if you want to continue, and so that will be starting this Thursday. That will be having a group coaching Thursday night, and it will also be doing one-on-one coaching with Judy. So what can they expect in that, Judy?
Yeah. So this is what we call destiny coaching, and I love that. This is for, if you're wondering, okay, who is this for? It's for people who want to work on their, maybe financial goals, relationship goals, business goals, maybe health and wellness, mindset stuff. So, you don't have to have anything specific. Like, wherever you are, we meet you where you are. And I'll tell you that I'm really having a great time coaching coaches. There's so many of you that want to get into coaching. Maybe you want to be a grief recovery specialist. Maybe you want to start your own business. And we have been having really a great time doing that, because for that, we're working on strategy. We're working on, again, mindset and accountability. And guys, coaching, the value of coaching is the accountability, because we've said it before, we'll say it again. We are designed to stay safe and comfortable. Our brain, our mindset, our bodies is designed to keep us safe and comfortable. Well, we all know that if you want to get into your destiny, into your calling, you can't be comfortable.
Nope.
And left to ourselves, we will talk ourselves out of stepping into the unknown, because it's scary, because it's not safe, or it doesn't feel safe. And it's definitely not comfortable, right? And so coaching is that. It just helps you have a different set of lens. It helps give you perspective, gives you very specific direction, and it gives you a strategy. I love that part, because every week that we get together on our one-on-one coachings, there's homework, right? And then there's, for you, take away what you need to do, and then there's accountability with that. Like, okay, what did I do with the homework I was given? And a lot of the coaching really depends on you and what you're willing to put into it. And that's really the power is already in you. And the coaching just brings that out of you, right? And it helps inspire and motivate and really reveal what's already inside of you. And so this is not about, what can a coach do for you? It's about you already uncovering what's inside of you already. So that's what this destiny coaching is going to be like. It's really helping prepare you for your next level. We've talked a lot about leveling up in the last few seasons, and what got you here is not going to keep you here. So if you want to go higher, you're going to have to do different things, right? If you want different results, you've got to be willing to do different things. And that is the power of coaching. because you're getting that mindset, that strategy, that accountability, and encouragement, and being around like-minded people that are also on the same journey with you to help encourage and inspire and really sharpen one another, right? The value of community and that mastermind, right, that we talk about.
Mm-hmm.
And so I know that there's so many of you that have done the last session. So we'd love to hear from you. You know, maybe just post a few, sentences of what were some of the big takeaways for you with the coaching, because I think, it'd just be great to hear how we're doing with that. So we're here for you. If you have any questions, if you have any, anything that you want to ask us, we're totally here. You can inbox us, you can post it here on the chat. But basically, this is going to take place in between the seasons. Who's that?
Sorry, it's Landry. I'm sorry, Judy. I'm totally distracting you. He said hi. I don't think you can lean in and say hi. It's we're live, but just lean in.
Hi, gorgeous.
Sorry about that.
It's okay. Yeah. So, anyway, yeah.
It work at 1. Okay. Sorry.
No,
okay.
It's all good.
I have a daughter who works. She started a job.
That's right.
So she has to be at work at 1. I was like, oh shoot, you have to be at work. Yeah, she's working at American Eagle, and so awesome. So she's
so great.
She goes in so weird. So I have a working daughter. So amazing. But yes, and I'm so excited, you guys. Judy's coaching, I have watched. I mean, we've been partners and we've been doing stuff together for a long time, for years. But what I have seen her growth in this area in particular over this last year, and especially this last, I would say 6 months, is amazing. And how she's able to hone in and meet you where you are. I cannot recommend it enough. Like seriously, before we went live, I was asking her, when can I get on her schedule? Because everybody needs coaching.
Yes.
Seriously, we don't, not only do we not, and even if we know like, okay, this is my next step, I can't tell you how like we've talked so much about mindset. We've talked about all these things, but when you're able to talk through these things with somebody and get that outside, not just perspective, but encouragement, and it's the mastermind. There's something that happens when you put the two minds together, and there's something above it that's stronger, that brings in such insight and wisdom and clarity. So I just can't say enough. And I'm very, very excited about what God has done with this, because what started out as, what we were going to do in January with the self-care, soul care, going through a Thrive Guide, has turned into this like seasonal, very specific coaching for the season. And now this destiny coaching, I remember when we kind of coined that phrase of destiny coaching, we were just like, how perfect, because it will meet you wherever you are. And I'm so encouraged, because I think that we are in a time, along with a great awakening, of awakening into who are we designed to be, and how do I step into that? Because we know our fulfillment ultimately is going to be what God, put on our hearts with our gifts, with our talents, but it's also going to be very opposed. It's going to be very opposed. And that's why we need each other. And that's why it's so powerful to have someone even just to hold us accountable. Like Judy was saying, what is it, they say that like 90% of it is mental and 90% of coaching is accountability.
Yeah.
Like, it's like where we're able to check in and have someone in your corner that's excited when you meet those milestones and you move forward. So I'm very excited. So basically this session starts on Thursday. We'll do our first group on Thursday night from 7 to 9 Central Time. Yep. And then you set up your time with Judy when it's convenient for you. You guys work out those times that you have your slots. So you get 2 times a week. You get a group coaching, and this group is smaller. It's always smaller. So even the group coaching, it's very individual. Like you're going to really get focused stuff. And both Judy and I are very versed in what we do. We've been doing grief recovery. And I know that there's a few of you that have gotten certified to do GR. And so to have the opportunity to glean from people that have done it and are doing it, I can't just, I recommend it so highly. And we have some really cool stuff because we're always scheming and we're always thinking ahead, especially Judy. But we are going to be rolling out some things by the end of the year that I think that some of you are going to be really excited to be a part of. And we're going to be doing certification programs. We're going to be helping people do coaching and move into the next level. And what's so cool is we're all doing it together. We're all really in it together. So we are definitely of the mindset of pulling people along, locking arms, and moving through whatever ice age, pandemic, mask wearing, whatever it is.
I'm waiting for the alien invasion. That's coming next.
Yes, don't say that out loud.
No.
You never know. We'll add that to our repertoire, being prepared.
Exactly right.
Alien food, like, I don't know.
And thank you for saying that. I really appreciate that. And, I think but the reason why I feel like I'm growing exponentially is because I'm getting personal coaching, right?
Yes.
And that is exponential growth, is when you have someone that's coaching you. I got with the client yesterday and she said, I have a guy that's looking for a coach. He's not looking for somebody to solve his problems. He really just wants to pay somebody to listen to him. And I gave him your information because you're a really good listener, And I thought, wow, I mean, that's kind of where we're at in the world. Like, people want to pay other people just to listen to them. So I say this all the time, but this group, what we have here, this sanctuary, I don't think we understand what we have. Like, this is very special, having a safe place to be able to share vulnerably, to be able to connect, to be able to get that encouragement, support, wisdom. I mean, it is gold. And so I know that I'm grateful for it. I don't take it for granted. I love it. I love all of you guys, and especially Vicki, just that we get to do this together from miles away.
So
it's
true.
such a blessing. And so I just want to say that, man, people are paying just to have somebody listen to them. Like, wow, that's where we're at in the world.
It's true. And if you think about, if you've done grief recovery, you know the power of being heard without judgment, minimizing, or comparing. Yes. And we all are adults. We all, have our own kind of like strengths and undirected strengths, which are weaknesses, undirected strengths. But what's so powerful is when you give someone the dignity and respect of their processing things, it's amazing what happens in that. And that's where clarity comes, because that's where you get complete. You have that completion of thought. There's nothing like speaking to somebody and they're just kind of waiting for you to finish talking before they're going to start telling you what you should do. That's not coaching. That is not coaching. And coaching is where you have somebody that's going to come alongside you that can, kind of direct and help you pull out of what's already in you, the things that need to be healed, the things that need to be heard. And then you can take, what is the Spirit telling you? You're open to that. You're more able to hear that. And then you're more able to move in that direction. I mean, everything that has happened in self-care, soul care has been Spirit-led.
100%.
Yeah, 100% been do this. We were like, okay. I was telling Judy, like, I remember when we first started this 2 years ago, and I was just going live on Wednesdays to talk about Hebrew roots. And I was so nervous and didn't know. And I remember there were certain days I was like, I'm not doing it today because I didn't feel prepared enough, or I didn't feel, and I just remember hearing the Spirit saying, hit go live, just hit the button, just hit the button. And I would just be like, okay, I'm hitting the button. Like, it's just amazing how, and it is the simple little things. And God's like, just walk with me in this and let me show you. And it's powerful. And we're excited to be a part of that journey with each of you. It's a complete honor to be a part of that journey, because that's what we're here for. That's what each human being 101, we're all here on this planet because we have a destiny on our life. And so to be a part of someone's journey of stepping into that, I mean, there's just nothing else like that.
That's right. Yeah. So, and just to finish off, I want to say that if you are sitting in fear of you feel like God has put something in your heart, but you are fearful to step into it. Just like Vicky was fearful and she pressed play. And we are all so grateful for that, because we would not be here and learn the things that we've learned and have grown and matured in our spiritual journey if you did not press play, right? And I know I'm talking to some of you out there right now in this group that God's put something in your heart and you just need to press play. And maybe you need some help, some coaching to give you that courage, that extra, little push. We want to encourage you, join us, get some coaching, because what you have, the world needs.
Yep.
And you are just sitting in fear. There's so many people that you can be helping right now. And do not let the enemy hold you back by your own mindset, by your own insecurities, by your own fear. And so Vicky and I are equipped. We have been doing this for a while. This is what we love to do. We love empowering, encouraging, and equipping people to step into their destiny. I mean, that's our business plan. That's why we started Get Inspired Movement. And I am so grateful that, God put it on our hearts to do that. So anyway, sign up. It's not too late. We love you. We would love to see you. We'd love to work one-on-one with you. And let us know if you have any questions. So just want to encourage you.
Yeah. So this is the Interim Winter Destiny Coaching. And you can sign up and you can learn more at selfcaresoulcaremastermind.com. If you go there, you'll see everything's laid out, everything that we're doing, when, where, what you get, all of those things are laid out right there. And then March 26th, I want to say, is when we'll be starting our spring self-care, soul care sanctuary. And if you've been with us, we will be counting the Omer. We are literally plugging into God's design for life coaching.
Right.
And it's so powerful. So those are our two things that are on deck coming up that we're super excited about. Remember too, that if you know someone that wants to join into our group, they can always join our Facebook group here. This group is a private group. So we will, as long as they're referred by you, we will put them right in. We'd love to grow this community. We always are looking for like-minded people who want to be a part and plug into something so that they can step further into where God is calling them on their life. So invite them into the group. If you guys want to learn more about the coaching, go to selfcaresoulcaremastermind.com and sign up. We're excited to start. Thursday is when we'll be meeting for our first group coaching, and we'll kick off this Destiny coaching. So excited. We love being a part of it with you guys. Yeah. So have a beautiful and blessed day. And we will see, I'll see you all Wednesday morning at 11 o'clock Central Time to jump into wherever God's calling us next on our Hebrew Roots journey.
Awesome. Awesome. All right. Love you. So good to see you. Big hugs, and hope to see you guys soon.
Yeah. Love you guys. Have a beautiful day. Bye.
Bye-bye.